Here's my bridge. I'm doing it before I go out to military bridge builder. Draft a line here. What layer am I? I'm going to be on layer object. I'm in a hurry. I go here, 42. I'm in inches. I'm going to have to scale it all up by 10 when I'm done. Left click. I'm going to go at a 412 click. Line from the end point here at 4, 12. That's not right. Maybe it is. Line from the end of here at 4, 12. Well, then this one obviously wasn't 42. I'm going to go a line from the end point here, take it in that direction, saying 42. 412 is still not right. Let's list the line. That's 42 inches. Line from the end point here, turning my F8 off. At 4, 12. I'm going to hit F2. 4 in the X, 12 in the Y. That's why. You check it out. It's 12, 4 in AutoCAD. Line from the end point of here at 12, 4. Learn to use visual clues. Learn to grab nowadays. Left click, spacebar, 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 spacebar. C for copy. B for base point. Shift right click, the mid of that. Now I can go with my F8. Click there. Hit a return. Fillet, radius 0. Not too worried about a lot. Divide this into 4 pieces. I can get rid of that even. Now I can do line from the end point of there to the end point of there. Undo so I don't have extra things around. Turn off the ortho. Line from the end point of here. Turn off the ortho to the node. To the node. To the node. To the node. Which is not there, so instead to the end point. To the undo, to the end point. Now remember, you want to draft these things in the right direction. It's not always has to be the case, so we can do a divide. Four pieces. Divide this into 4 pieces. Now a line from the end point to the node, to the node, to the node, to the node, which is not there, so to the end point. Divide this one into 6 pieces. Divide this one into 6 pieces. And later on you'll see now in effect from the line from the end point to the node, to the node, to the node. Ah, that one is not to the node. That one's to the node of the next one. That member goes all the way through to the node. To the node. One thing AutoCAD does not have is a good line ender. So now and then you can grab a few things there. Oh, I'm going to go now, line from the endpoint there to the endpoint there. I'm going to go up now to the endpoint there, to the endpoint there. I'm going to go up to the endpoint there. And of course now what I've done, I have not been doing these in the right direction. So this one here, turn off the snap, should be from the correct direction. These are small habits, and you'll sometimes not have to do them. From the endpoint there to the endpoint there. Line from the endpoint here to the endpoint there. Line from the endpoint here to the endpoint there. Line from the endpoint here to the endpoint there. And then line from the endpoint there, line from the endpoint there to the endpoint here. Depending on how I'm thinking about this, even these two, in AutoCAD, there is now a command called J for join. I'm going to grab this one, takes the direction of the first one, puts it together. Grab this one, together with that one. I now have my members all done, except for one last one, which is the line from the endpoint here. The endpoint here. I won't put numbers on these, but so before I bring it into Revit, it'd be a great idea for me to rotate this thing. So, grab everything, rotate 3D, 2 points from the endpoint of here to the endpoint of there. I want to rotate it positively 90 degrees. And my hope is when I go V point 1, 1, 1, 1, I see that everything is in the right direction. I would love to move it from a window here, from the endpoint to 0, 0, 0. Zoom E. Here's your grid. You see it's there. Grid off. It's also then not a bad idea to do a -W block. To go ahead and put it into in a pinch in an 04 drawing. 3D frame gen. I'm going to use this for a 3D frame generator. I'm going to grab because I used a -W, I'm going to do a W block. I'm going to grab my objects and tell it 0, 0, 0. I'm going to take it out as inches. I'm going to put it out to, not to there, but to my documents. Knowing where things go is important. For me, it can be a tough thing sometimes. I'm going to stick it in Inventor. This is going to be my 3D frame generator. Remember where that's at. Next step, go into Inventor and bring in that block. One thing I'm not using in this one is sketch blocks. I'm going to still recommend for those of you who get going in Inventor, keep going on that, keep going on the sketch blocks. Thanks for listening. Next thing is Inventor, frame generator, and then a load. Shouldn't take more than a half an hour. Shouldn't take much longer than that to plot. You need to put some work and get some work in so you can start tying the skills together and not just the individual skills.